Hey, how's it going? So I'm here. I'm making a video for you today in my very messy room. Because I want to talk about something that's very important to me, and I don't feel like cleaning right now. And this is the only time before my mom gets home that I can. Oh, okay, she's not home. Before she gets home, that I won't feel super embarrassed by making this video while I talk to myself in my room. I talk to you in my room. So, I've said this before if you've talked to me at all in the last few months. 2019 was a really, really hard year for me. And I'm so happy it's over, honestly. I've never been so happy for a new year before. And I just hated it, honestly. I mean, there's a lot of great moments, obviously. Like, I had a really great summer. I got to go to Samoa. I love all the people I met. And I love a lot of people that I met this year. So if you think, wait, I met her in 2019. Know that I care about you. But the year itself and a lot of things that happened were not as great. And so, I say with like a really, really cheery persona, but I picked up, is that a way to say that? I had a lot of anxiety and depression. One might even say severe depression, but when we finally tested for it months later, when I was feeling a lot better, it was moderate, so that's good. And I think I have moderate, I can't even remember now. And I feel so much better, like honestly, like since I've come home for Christmas, I feel like incredible and I feel like happy to be alive and I'm happy to just be myself and that's taken a really long time. So I wanted to make this video for anyone who is like me, or was like me, or maybe like me eventually, because yeah, some really dumb things happened, and it would have been one thing if just one of them, it just kind of felt like, I don't know, it just all happened at once, and for a really long time I was angry, and I will definitely keep making videos, so I'll talk more about that later, but right now I just want to talk about how I finally feel happy again. And I think one of the things, like one of the keys to it is to keep holding on, like keep trying and keep hoping that hope will come back, because for a long time I didn't have any hope, and that really sucked, because it didn't even feel like there was a future. It just felt like I was just sad, and I would come home, I'm gonna cry, and I would come home from classes and I would just lay in bed all day, and I had some friends that I would talk to, and that was another big thing for me, was having people that were so good to me. Especially because a lot of the bad things that happened were people that were not very good to me, and I've never been very strong, I guess, and so having people who love you and support you, and I learned that one of the most important things to me, something that I have always kind of brushed off, is, you know, like, really listening to sincere compliments. Like, if someone says, like, you did a good job, or, like, you look nice, like, really, like, listening to it and holding it to my heart. Because I think our brains, we're so, I don't know about you guys, I'm so mean to myself. I'm so cruel sometimes. And I'll have this insecurity and I'll go, like, for a long time and no one will say anything about it. Like, my insecurity is pretty irrational, I guess you could say. But, like, one person who I don't even care about, like, I don't even know them, will say one thing, and then I, like, hold on to it, and my brain is like, haha, look, evidence of what I've been saying this whole time, and I win, you know? Because my brain is a little dirtbag sometimes, and it's mean, and I don't know why, but I'm working on it, and I feel a lot better now. But, so I'm trying really hard that when I have that thought of, like, when I have that memory of someone saying something mean to me, I try to combat it with, well, this one person who I actually care what they say and actually care about their opinions, they said this really nice thing that either contradicts that or is just a completely different thing, because again, like, I surround myself with really smart people. I'm really good at that, because it makes me feel smarter, and so I feel like I'm this, like, chaotic, like, just, I mean, I've been talking like a million miles an hour, like, I just get really excited, I love having fun, I love people, but I'm so bad at studying, I'm so bad at it, and I just don't care about school, like, barely at all, And so I feel like I have all these really smart friends and they're so organized and they're just the opposite of me. And then I'm like, why am I not more like them? And I even had someone who was constantly telling me that I needed to be more like this other person. And it hurt so bad because I was like, I can't be that person. I'm trying hard, but I can't. But I can't be that. And I can't be it because I've tried. And then I had people telling me like, you're never going to change. And I was like, well, I know that, but I don't want to hear it. You know, I need someone to believe in me to tell me that I'll be okay. And so I feel like this year a lot of what I've learned has been to just push through and not care what other people think. And that has been hard. And then I cut all my hair off. And I mean, it has continuously gotten shorter until now. And I loved it. And then suddenly I didn't care if people told me that it looked good or if they wanted me to grow it back because they're dumb and they don't understand how hair works. And I just feel like I don't need anyone else's approval, you know? And so I was able to like take those compliments that other people said and then hold on to them so much and let that become like little building blocks, but also like making sure to fill in my own self-love while I do that and making sure that it's not just, well, you know, my really awesome friend said this great thing about me, but like she said this, and so I'm going to feel this way about myself, not just because she said it, but she pointed out something that was good about me, and I personally am going to choose to believe that this is something that is a fact about me, not just because she said it, but because I believe it, you know? And so it's just been a really big, and like up to like just a couple days ago, and so I'm kind of aware that maybe this will just go away, but I'm just riding the good wave for as long as it comes. And I just want to hold on to this feeling of like, I talk too much. And I have kind of, I mean, like, you don't need to notice, but like I have kind of weird eyes, and like I have all these like flaws that for a really long time I didn't like about myself, and I kept telling myself that it wasn't good that I had these things because it made me different and it made me like annoying or weird or something else. But you know what? I love those things. I love every part of me, and I love the way that I look because it's me, and it's always been me, and it's nothing. And I've always been me. And when I actually just like embrace that I'm chaotic and neurotic and messy, like messy, as you can see, and then I'm not very good at school, but I'm really good at people. Like I'm so good at like remembering things that people have told me and like remembering people's names, and like I care about that, you know? And like I don't need to force myself to try to be a practical person because I'm not a practical person. And I can surround myself with people that are practical that can help me, like my best friend Sarah. Shout out to you, Sarah, I love you. Who one time wrote a resume for me because she loves me. And I don't feel like I do enough for her because she's so great, and there's so many other of my friends that if you're watching this, like I am sure I think the same of you, that you do so much for me and I just don't feel like I do enough for you. But like I'm so grateful. And there's just you hear it like, oh man, like that you need a good support system, but like honestly, if you don't have that, like that sucks. Because having people that are there for you, even when you're in your ugly stages, even when you're angry, those people make a world of difference. The garage is opening now, so I'm gonna go. And I'm probably not gonna use this video realistically. It's kind of embarrassing, and it's really long. And I said things wrong. Maybe I'll post it anyway, because I did all those things wrong. Because it's okay that I make mistakes. Because I love that I make mistakes. It means that I'm trying. It means I'm doing my best to like put myself out there. And that is such a good feeling. So I love you. And I hope you know that everything about you is lovable. That your weird quirks and the things that you think are ugly, they make you special, they make you unique, they make you you. And I hope that you always remember that you are so worthy of love. And you are worthy of love from yourself more than anyone else. And I want you to believe that. And I love you.